Others will just like it will come up every 7 seconds.
It's so true. It's not loud, it's just one of those rhythmic things that once you notice, you're like, oh, there it is again. Exactly.
Yeah. There's not a bike lane, so what this highway looks like kind of from a safety perspective, it's not a super busy highway, but there isn't much of a shoulder, but it's also a world-class cycling destination, so most of the people out here are used to bikes on the road. But what your guys' job is for that part is to make sure you're in single file today, and also try to avoid riding in more than clumps of 3 or 4. If you're in kind of a long line of 6 or 7, it can make it really hard for cars to get around you guys. There are a lot of twists and turns, so not a lot of big straightaways for cars to kind of easily pass. So be extra vigilant, but also very much enjoy yourself out here. There are lots of pullouts above the cliffs where you can stop and take pictures. I definitely encourage you to just kind of take your time and enjoy it. It's 25 miles to lunch, so we have plenty of time to get to lunch today. So we have 10 miles straight along the coast. It is rolling. Some of the rolling hills are a little bit more significant than some of the gentler rolling hills. You know, so heads up. Some half break hills this morning. But there are a lot of places where you're going down, so you can kind of build up some speed and momentum to kind of carry you halfway up a lot of those hills. It's a really cool ride. We're swimming upstream, but it is a very gentle grade for 4 miles to get us into the town of Duncan's Mills. Duncan's Mills is a very tiny town. You'd miss it if you blink, but what would be unfortunate if you missed it is you would miss Gold Coast coffee. This place is awesome. It's right after you make a right turn. It's called out in the directions at mile 14.7. Rounded by all these redwoods and nothing else. It's super cool. It's named after a gentleman by the name of James Armstrong. He was officer in the Civil War for the Union Army. After that, we have a few other options that you'll see on the top of your sheet. But it's a place where you want to make sure to be single file. But that road in particular it just got newly paved this year, so it's this.
8 more miles to coffee.
Okay.
Just 8 miles to coffee. Keep it
8
going.
miles to Pepe. So when we bring our bikes back, do we just want to send a text message so you know?
You have the 10, 20, 30 lot with you?
Yeah.
So first of all, we'd love if you use that at the wineries. Second, we should have the rest of the bikes fitted at cable. Use the cable, just take that 10, 20, 30 lot and lock to our bikes under there, and then when we get back out here, we'll go and like run our big lock through. So if you just put that one on top.
Okay. My son, who's a $6 off. I look for the one that has the greatest amount.
Laura, you go first. I go first, me?
Yeah.
All right, have fun.
This is nice. Glad I have my switch.
Yeah, you still. Actually, I'm pulling the sleeves down. Oh, it is? I think, yeah.
Guys, we're gonna pass you on the left.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
And did you hear them say they did not sell any of the Backroads bikes?
Right.
Far back.
That's too bad.
spinning. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Betsy.
We're just seeing you. Oh yeah. We're just making sure you're going.
Make sure you're gone.
Pull something we need.
So
Oh, they're going that way. They're going.
yeah, if you're doing the shuttle, I think you indicated last night you're doing the shuttle. We're doing shuttle
You must have been really bored last night, boys. you can thank me for lighting up me fire, but this is ridiculous.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. If everyone's more or less ready, I'm going to go ahead and start route wrapping. So today, what's that? Today's day 6, and we'll be doing the Oakville grade here in Napa Valley. And you have 2 options. One is the Dry Creek Loop, or 2 is top of the grade. Dry Creek Loop's going to be Dry Creek Loop. Is at about 27 miles with 1,500 feet of elevation gain, and that top of the grade, the shuttle, is 21 miles with 500 feet. So as you can see, the main difference is going to be the big shuttle in the morning, going up to the top of the hill, and you'll be able to ride down the backside for the rest of the ride. So we're going to start here in Yountville. That was supposed to be flowers. It didn't turn out very well. And the path here is not to scale and or correct as to how many turns we have. But at mile number 4, we'd appreciate if you use some caution crossing 29, Highway 29. It can be a little tricky. There are some railroad tracks as well as quite a few cars on mile 4. And then just a mile later at mile 5 is where we're going to start Oakville grade. As you can see, I've depicted the grade.
10 to 20% grade.
Straight up, good.
6 bricks.
6 bricks, 7 bricks. I'm not even going to qualify things with bricks anymore. I think I'm going to, I've been called out too many times.
Yeah, the title tissue is a whole lot better.
At mile 6 will be the shuttle drop off at the top. And I have a few things I do want to say about the grade here. For those doing the grade, there is basically nowhere for the van to pull over and help people out. So this is you're going all the way. It may mean you have to walk a bit.
Or stay at the bottom, right? Isn't that enough?
Or go back down and go back to the hotel if you so wish. But we think most people can tackle it, and if you really need to, you can walk as well. So the hill is about 10 to 20% grade. It's about 1,000 feet of elevation in 1 mile. Now on the back side, it will not be as steep, but we do really ask that everyone use their brakes going down nice and safe. It will be some dappled lighting, and everything will be a little slick this morning because we had a little bit of a frost. As you can see, afterwards we'll ride through some beautiful Napa Valley wine country, some rolling hills back here with some nice sunshine that's starting to poke through. At 19.8, you're going to take a left onto Silverado. That's going to be we've ridden it a couple of times already on Silverado, but we'll be on the bike path there with, again, some cars, so we ask that you use caution. We'll continue all the way back into the Bellagio here at the hotel, where you'll have to say goodbye to your bike. And then that will be all of our riding for us this week. After we'll hopefully get in around 10:30, 11, which will give you plenty of time to go back to your room, pack, take a shower, and then we'll meet at Napa Style at noon, which is those nice patio lights right over there behind our trailer.
My commuter bike is like 90 miles an hour.
this!
Bye, Betsy.
Are you photographing crash victims?
Not intentionally. So a bicycle summary here. The directions are hung on the handlebar, which has some problems. You can't see the road when you're looking down at the directions. This is a trip odometer. You can reset the trip distance to 0 as needed. On the front sprockets there's 3 gears controlled by the long lever here lifts it to a larger gear, and the short lever drops it to a smaller gear. On the back are 10 gears. 10 gears on the back, which similarly are controlled on the handlebar right side by the large lever moving it to larger gears, and the small lever in the back moving it to smaller gears. So it has the opposite effect. The small gears on the front make it easier to pedal, and the small gears on the back increase the distance and the force it takes to pedal. Holds 2 water bottles, and this has a back carrier which can the backpack can store a number of things inside of it. So this is our second day, second night of our Backroads trip, second hotel in the Napa wine country, and has a king-size bed. The first night was substantially larger. This has a wet bar, walk-out deck similar to last night, fireplace, equipped with the usual amenities, including tiny bathroom, which is in use. The previous night had a double sink, also had a living room area, so it's it's probably twice this size, this is more than enough, quite spacious. So first day was we did 24 miles and could have done twice as far, and second day we did about the same, 24, could have done upwards of 60, but it's quite enough. This is Bodega Bay. Fog is rolling in pretty substantially. We use the pool and sort of hard to visualize, but there's actually a hot tub there that's submerged under the walkway. So this Bodega Bay is at the Pacific Ocean. First day was through wine country, and we stayed at a hotel in wine country, very large complex. So this is our third night, third day, and a very different setup on the room. Lots of antiques. My decorative towel there, another sitting chair, closet, and the bathroom setup. Okay, day 4 of the Backroads trip. This is our 4th hotel, which we will have for 2 nights, the 2 final nights. Closet with small safe. Additionally, locked, outside patio area.